Hi guys, welcome to Youngafricantrep TV series. I remain Modella, your lovely host today on Youngafricantrep TV series. As always, we're here to promote, we're here to inspire, connect, inform, and engage a large community of entrepreneurs making a difference in previous settings. That is why I'm here in the city of Lagos to have another Youngafricantrep making a difference in the beauty line. His name is Abdulazeez Babatunde Adejumo. He is based in the city of Lagos, Ikeja precisely, where he's making a difference, where he's making everybody beautiful. He's the creative director and CEO at HairBySleame Beauty Lounge. Yeah, he's a guy. So sit back and relax because we're going to be having fun. We're going to know how he decided to make a passion. Yeah, that he started in school, 27, and decided to make it a profession. 2014. So, you want to know more? You better relax. We'll be back. TrepAfrica. Imagine more. Okay, now, what's up? Let's get to it. I know I've said a couple of things about you, but I feel you have
to say. Yeah.
So, let's get to it.
Okay, my name is Abdulazeez Babatunde Adejumo. I'm the CEO and Creative Director of HairBySleame. I'm a graduate of Sociology from Agbani University. I've been doing hairstyling since 2007, but I think it was more of a child's play when I started. Then 2014, I graduated in 2012 actually, so 2014, I decided to make it official, and since then, it's been amazing, I must say. It's been amazing. Life is not a bed of roses, but we stay thankful regardless of whatever it's been.
I love that. So how did it begin for you? I know you said 2007 and all that. So how did it begin? Did those girls come to you? How was the customer experience between you both?
I don't want to start from 2007. I'll start from when I was a child. Initially, I wanted to become a fashion designer, but I could remember back in the days that there were lots of shops close to my father's house then, and I was always going to their bin to pick up pieces. Then I have a scissors on the house then that I used to cut those pieces into different styles, into monostrap like what you're putting on. Then I have my needle and thread that I tack it with. My cousins came on holiday. They spent about, I think, 3 months or so in my house. So she came with a Barbie doll then. So when she was leaving, I was already in love with the Barbie doll then. So I was like, are you sure you want to go with this doll? She said, yes, I have to. I said, okay, no wahala. So a day to the day they were supposed to leave, I stole the doll from her. I didn't let her realize. So when she left, I brought it out. So then I had this little cupboard in my room then. So I was going back to that tailor shop anytime they closed. I'll pick up pieces. Then I realized, like after a week, that there was a new hairstylist around. I think I'll call them hairdressers, okay? There was a new hairdresser very close to the fashion designer store then. I was picking up attachments from them as well. So I'll make dress for my Barbie doll. Then at the same time, I'll make her hair. So I think it started more like a passion for me. So when I gained admission into Agbani Darego University, so down the road there was this lady. She was also a student then, tomorrow. So I told her that if she could help me, she could allow me come learn with her. So fortunately for me, my very first day that I went to her store, they had lots of clients. I think it was February 14th, was the Valentine's Day, or probably February 13th. She had lots of girls around her wanting to make their hair, and she had less than 5 people to attend to about 20 people, and I'm like, I think I can do something. Then I picked up the attachment to braid the hair for one of the girls.
Was it after you learned a little?
It was my first day at work actually.
Okay.
Yes, it was my first day at work. So I picked up an attachment to braid all back for the lady. That okay, fine, when she's done, she would fix. I noticed she was still busy. Then I told her, let me have your needle, let me start up. Then you finish up. So I did it halfway and she finished up. So she was like, no, you're not here to learn, you're here to work. So that's how the whole story started. And it's been fun since then.
I love that. That's really amazing because I don't understand. You don't have experience. It was just the Barbie doll experience you had. And now you grew up into making for real human. It's really amazing. Okay. I know you had passion, fashion and all that. But what really inspired you into? Because you studied sociology.
Yeah.
I really want to know what really inspired you to that story.
Okay, as an African child, I think the story has changed for now, a little bit for now. But back in the days, like way back 2007, 2006, 2004, when you tell your parents that this is what you want to go into, they'll be like, why? Why would you do this? And my father happens to be a retired principal. He is a very disciplined man. So the very first day he heard about it, he was like, why would you do that? Like, why do you have to do that? So I got discouraged. Even my classmates would be like, he makes hell. I always feel embarrassed. Like, they were seeing me as the unserious type then in class. So I got discouraged, so I had to just quit for a while. I wasn't doing it. Even the lady was always calling me, what's up now? I haven't seen you. You need to come. Because she was already in love with me. Like, who does this on the very first day at work? So one day, I was watching a TV program. They did an interview on TV. They interviewed Bobby Akejon of Bobby Signatures. So I saw Bobby's interview, and the host of the show was asking him what inspired him to style Agbani Darego when she won Miss World. And I'm like, oh really? So this guy styled Agbani Darego. So after Bobby's own, they brought the same day they brought Frank Oshodi. It was Frank Oshodi, a guy again that made Agbani's dress that she wore to win Miss World. And I'm like, oh really? Ain't nobody stopping me. So the next day I called her and say, I'm done with whatever I'm doing. I need to resume back at work.
So you got your inspiration
from Bobby and
Frank
Oshodi.
Nice. Well, okay, now coming into the fashion world as a male, I must say, was it easy for you? Wasn't it easy?
I would say it was easy, and I would say it wasn't easy too. Okay, it was easy in the sense that things has changed from what it used to be. So Nigerians, they have this mentality that once you're a guy, you're doing anything that concerns a lady, you'll be so perfect. So that was one of the things that made us realize that yes, this is going to work for us, because people have this belief. I was still telling a friend days back that I know a lot of guys that they are not so good at what they do. But being a guy doing a lady's business, they have this upper edge that, okay fine, he's a guy, let's try him out. You come up with something nice. So breaking into the industry, let me say it was easy on that part. So on the other hand, the reason why I said it wasn't easy was because whatever you're doing, if you have people around you that are not encouraging you, trust me, you won't get it right. Because you don't have that high morale to get it right. Because it's not like you can't get it right, but these people are not encouraging. They feel like what you're doing is just a total waste of time.
I get that all the time.
Yes, but truth be told, my mom has been my #1 fan from day one. She's been amazing. Whatever I tell her, she'll tell me, don't worry, just do it.
Thank you.
Just do it. And so far, it's been amazing.
Wow. Okay, now let's talk about challenges. Because you started off as a male, you started off all alone. I don't know if you had investors coming,
no.
Or if you had partners
There's none.
financially in all forms. So let's talk about the quick challenge you had back in those days before we come to the challenges you're facing right now.
Okay.
Let's talk about some challenges.
Okay. Back in the days when we started, okay, I must say all thanks to Instagram. All thanks to Instagram, because when we started it was just a few of us, and all thanks to wedding blogs too, because you know right now the wedding industry is like the insane in Nigeria now. Everybody wants to be seen, everybody has an event to promote and all of that. So when we started, we're a lot of us then, but like the major guys were me, myself and Toby. So it was always me and Toby every weekend. Bloggers, when they see a particular bride that has a lovely dress, a nice makeup on, when everything is all put together, they repost those pictures. So when they repost, they tag us, and from those tags we get new clients. So they made me realize that even without you having a store, having a salon, you could make a living. So with the calls and all the likes, then they get to call us. So instead of them coming to the salon to install the hair while we go to them to style the next day, we'd rather go to them. We install the hair a day before, then go again the next day to style the hair, which was what we were doing back and forth then, so we were able to raise money to own a space.
Beautiful. Okay, we'll take a quick break now. When we come back, we're going to ask him about the target market. Who exactly does one expect to walk him through his office door every day? We'll be back. TrepAfrica. Imagine more. Welcome back. This is Youngafricantrep TV series with Mudera, of course. And I'm with the CEO and creative director at Okay, Sleame, Abdulazeez. I'm going to call you whatever name.
Feel free.
Okay, now I need to ask you, Who are your target market especially? No, I think I should rephrase my question. Who are you always optimistic about to open your door to every blessed day of your store opening? I think that's it.
Teniola. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Right.
I've been looking forward to style Tenny. Like I want people to see Tenny in another way entirely, not the regular Tenny. I thought to myself, there was a day I saw her that she had a wig on and she was miming to a new single, and I'm like, this girl again, she's pretty. Can you just come up to me? Let me do something for you. Tenny, I love Tenny. I love her. She's my favorite girl. I haven't met her in person actually, but trust me. Tenny is somebody that I always want to wake up to see, walk into my office, then I transform her.
But I have a feeling that you will not come. But please come, I really want to see you another way. Me too, I'm always... Okay, but back to the previous question.
Okay.
Target market. Who exactly are your target? I know you really want to transform Tenny, and I think she has started. Tenny, we're looking forward to transform you, man. Alright, so who are your target market?
Okay, over the years when we started at first, I was always keen about styling celebrities. But it got to a point I realized that it doesn't have to be about celebrities alone. It's about putting a smile on people's faces. It's about having a lot of people around you. It's about making people happy. So I would say I've come to understand that anybody that can afford to pay for my services. I'm not expensive, I'm affordable. So in as much as you can afford to pay for my services, trust me.
I know we talked about some challenges you faced.
Okay.
Let's talk about some challenges you faced right now.
Okay. We have a lot of people now that are into the same business. Back in the days, we do like 3, 4, 5 brides on a Saturday. There are even some days that we do like 6. It depends on the time you're supposed to go to church. So we start as early as 5, and before 12 we're done with everybody. But now things has changed from the way it was. Things has changed. We've been able to empower a lot of youths during the process, and our prayer for these youths is that they should all succeed. So now they are also into the market. So the cases that we're having like 4 or 5 brides has changed, has reduced to like having 1 or 2, because they are also in the market and they need to feed on people.
Of course.
So instead of we doing like 4 or 5, we share. They work on 2, we work on 2. At times we work on 1. So and again, there are still some people that they don't believe in what we do. Yes. You see some moms when they call in to book for their kids that, okay, I want you to style my daughter's hair, and you tell them the price. Especially Yoruba moms, they'll be like, "Funkini, kilo nse." Like, do you understand? Things like that, they discouraged us. They discouraged us while coming up, and they're still discouraging us now because.
I know you had a big break. Everybody had a big break. What I mean by big break is a breakthrough, something that really, made you tap on your shoulder like, Slim, I think you can go on. I need for you to like. So let's talk about your first customer. How was it for you? Let's talk about the experience.
Yeah, 2014, yes. 2014. I think that was when the whole HairBySleame thing came up. Okay, I had a bride. She was a natural hair kind. And then, so many people do not really believe in you styling natural hair. Even when she called me and she was like, okay, fine. I have natural hair on and I want to rock my natural hair on my big day. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, fine. Come up with something. I had less than 2,000 followers then. Yes. So, I put in my best. I made her look so beautiful. So after they all dressed up in the morning, I left and I went on my other clients. Something just told me to check on my phone, and the next day I started seeing people calling and sending messages like, oh, good afternoon, how much do you charge? I'm like, where is this coming from? I checked Instagram, then I saw that like our pictures were everywhere on wedding blogs, and I'm like, oh really, this is how it works? I didn't know what was going to happen so soon. Yeah, her name is Hella. She's a fashion blogger. Hella was one of the major blow that I had in the industry. Thank you. And after Ella, like so many. I did the Saraki's.
Wow.
Yeah, I did Tosin Saraki's wedding hair when she got married. I still staff for 1 or 2 people, like a lot of people at the moment. The likes of Sekinat Elegushi, the Queen of Ikate land. I have lots of celebrities that I work on. I have lots of socialites that I work on.
Amazing. And what I'm doing is amazing. Is before we came to you today, we actually played up that we're coming to meet you, and we had 2 questions that came in. One of them is, please ask Slim if he was to start over, what would be the most important tool? Set down question. Resource, app, or strategy that he would have to have.
I think I'll just place a robot here.
Okay.
Yes, I'll place a robot here.
I think I agree with that.
Then I'll tell the robot, okay, I want her to have a full fringe on. Then I'll go back to sleep. Then the next minute, the bangs are set already.
Please invent it.
I will.
By Nigerian.
I
A
will.
robot invented by Nigeria for Nigerians.
Yeah.
Work on Nigerians. Hey! Do you hear that? What about resource? What resource would you have?
Most of the products that I use on my clients, I buy them from the Middle East. Because I believe that the Middle East is a very hot place. And Nigerian weather is not so conducive to. It's not like it's a bad weather. But then again, when it comes to you styling your hair, having makeup on, if you're not careful, before you get to your destination, everything would ruin. So to avoid such, I travel far and wide to get my product. So I've been able to study that, yes, what they use in the Middle East, it works for us here. So I think before the end of the year or early 2020, I want to invent my own product.
What about app finally?
So I want something that automatically, when I do my day-to-day hairstyling, it goes directly to that app. People will just go there to say, okay, this is the before, this is the process, this is what they used, and all that. Like, instead of me making a video. Yes, I think I want to create that app so people can say.
Okay, I think you answered all that question. We'll take a quick break. We'll touch down on that. TrepAfrica. Imagine more. Welcome back. This is still Young African Trep TV series, and I'm still with Abdulazeez Babatunde Adejumo, better known as Okay, now let's talk about your company's approach to training and development. Does your company really understand that you have actually acquired skills? You need to pass your skills on to someone. You need to help someone become better. So let's talk about the approach of training and development.
Okay, people that are coming to us to learn now, some are just here to learn because they want to make money off it. And some are here to learn because they have passion for it. If you're here to learn because you want to make money off it, trust me, you won't make money. You won't. Best thing you do is what? Just get something, start selling so you could make money off that thing. Because if you don't have passion for what you do, it's not going to be comfortable for you. Because if you have passion, you consider your clients, you consider their satisfaction. If a client is not satisfied with your services, she won't call you again. So you need to consider that yes, passion works for everything you're doing. So over the years, I've been able to empower a lot of youths. Yes. At the moment, we have about 13 students that we're training. And they are not just Nigerians. We have people from Togo, from African countries. And I have some Africans in London and other states that they come down for brush-up classes. They come for 2 weeks, they come for a few days. We train them and they're doing very, very well.
Alright, so someone has asked, remember I said 2 people asked a question each.
Yeah.
I already read the first one. The second one says, please help us ask Handsome Slim. Tell us about his future expectations. Why does he expect to keep growing, being a successful entrepreneur and a founder of a beauty company?
Okay. I noticed that we youths, we have a problem, which is being stagnant. I have some students that I've trained them in the past. Aside creativity, if you learn something now, I believe it should last you for just a year. After a year, you should go to another person to learn more. If you think that, okay, going back to that person won't favor you, go somewhere else to learn more. I am still learning. I have people that I look up to. So, for you to grow in a particular business that you do, you need to learn more. Learn more from people. be a better version of yourself. Learn to use new products. Learn what the products are used for. So by doing that, whatever you do would improve from the way it was being done by you. And people out there that are looking at you, they know, okay, fine, this was the way I was doing this before. He has upgraded to doing it another way. Once they see that you have changes in whatever you do, they keep coming back to get a new version of you. I enjoy teaching people because the more I teach, the better I become. There's some things, even when I'm teaching you, I tend to, there's some things I actually didn't realize before teaching. But during the process of me teaching you, I learn more. So I enjoy teaching. And me teaching, we extend, we grow. We have a lot of people talk about how, okay, fine, it was so person that trained me, it was Slim that trained. Oh, really? Slim trained you? It's a thing of joy for me to listen to people tell me that, oh, remember this person, it was you that trained him. Remember me, I trained under you and all of that. So by doing all of that, you tend to grow.
Okay, what about your future expectations?
Oh, like, the future feels like it's here already. Trust me, it feels like it's here already. But I'm just looking for a better future. I'm praying to God because it's been my strength. I'm praying to Him to just give me that strength to be able to move on and just make do whatever the future holds.
Amen. And amen. Amen. Okay, so please tell us what's so great about your company's services that makes you believe will keep bringing in customers. This is the type of boost. Boosting attitudes.
Okay.
Okay.
I read books a lot. Books about entrepreneurs and on how to move on how to keep clients. So one of the books that I read, it made me realize that different people with different character. So knowing who you're dealing with matters a whole lot. Yes. There are some clients that they love being pampered. When they come to you, pamper them. And there's some people that, okay, when they come to you, they'll be like, this is what I want. I have a picture of what I want. This is how I want the front to look like. This is how I want the back to look like. You're paying for the services you're rendering to them. You're also rendering your services to them as well. But that doesn't permit you to be nasty about it to them. So whatever they want, understand that this is who she is. She's a finicky person that wants a thing done exactly how she wants it to be done. Please understand that person. So I think I've been able to understand ladies, so to say. So, and it's been working for me since then.
Now we have a session where we call Are You Ready session. Now this session is for us to give you as a for me to know if you're actually, a little bit, conversating, familiar with the ethics of fashion. I hope you are ready.
I'm not.
You're not? Alright, let's ask you whether you're ready or not. Want to know because we know you are a little bit, vibrant. Are you ready?
Maybe.
Okay. Who is the first designer in the world?
That's so hard. How am I supposed to know? Do you even know who the person is?
Why not?
Probably someone sent the answer to you.
What? Me that I'm asking questions. Forget if I know you don't know.
Someone sent it to you.
Please, do you know or not? Yes or no?
No.
I'll ask you again. Another one. Who is the best fashion designer in Africa?
Africa. Okay, there's this guy in South Africa that I know, David Taylor.
You got that.
Oh, really?
Fine, you deserve that. Well done.
I love David.
You didn't get. Okay, for the purpose of everybody, the first designer in the world is an Englishman living in Paris. His name is Charles Frederick Ward, and he lived 1825 to 1905. He's really seen as the first designer in the modern sense.
Now I know.
You don't know now, go and do.
Now I know.
Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
Finally, before you go, I need you to, share some advice, a piece of advice for those people looking up to you as a mentor. Please, your advice.
So I tell my students, I tell them, do it with passion or not at all. If you don't have passion for it, don't do it.
Thank you so much, Abdulazeez.
Thank you for having me as well.
It was fun talking to you all through. It was
you.
so beautiful talking to a guy
Thank
who
you.
has found his passion in making music. So Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me too. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Alright guys, I think that's a wrap on today's show. You agree with me, yeah? I had a sore time too. I know you had a sore time. Thank you so much for staying tuned on today's show. Before I go today, I need to say a very big thank you to two wonderful people who have actually partnered with the show. First, to my stylist, thank you Wande Clothings, and also to my makeup artist, AK Beauty Lounge or Beauty World, as the word says. Thank you so much, guys. You guys make me want to put more into my show. Thank you so much. Now, for those of you who are wondering, when do I get to watch the rest of this conversation, don't forget to first on our social media at TrepAfrica. On all our social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook at TrepAfrica. Thank you guys. I remain your darling host, your young and glimpse of God with them. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace. TrepAfrica. Imagine more.